Miami Heat got swept last year by the Milwaukee Bucks. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Bucks close the series out tonight, how the series is going to pan out between Hugh and Milwaukee. But again, if you're the Philadelphia 76ers, I am sick to death right now. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, you know. And for James Harden, you know, I don't ever until he show me in the playoffs that he could play, he could step up when it matters most. I don't ever want to hear James Harden. James Harden is one of the greatest players of all time. Don't compare him to Jerry West. Don't say he's better than Jerry West and so forth. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no praise about James Harden. I don't want to hear no raves about James Harden ever again after I saw that performance in the playoffs. I don't ever want to see that. I don't ever want to hear about James Harden again. All right. Moving forward. The Mavericks forced a Game 7. Luka Doncic had a little thigh injury, but it didn't bother him, but it didn't stop him. And the more I watched Luka Doncic, Luka remind me more and more of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, the way he shot the ball, the way, you know, the move when Dirk Nowitzki, when he was when he played for the Mavericks, he turned around and had that one leg and made the shot, you know, and it was guaranteed golden. That's what Luka Doncic remind me of. And you know, hey, I'm looking forward. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to Game 7, and I hope the Suns are ready. I think the Suns are ready. I think the Suns will win this game. I think it's going to be a fascinating game. And I think the fans going to be so into it. Yeah, I mean, they're into the Suns all year with Phoenix. I mean, this is for their season now, and I think I'm gonna pick. Even though I've been a Mavericks fan since 2001, I gotta go with the Suns. Because for this reason, I want to see Chris Paul finally win a title. Because he earned it. He deserves it. One of the greatest, the best point guard in basketball in the NBA right now is Chris Paul. As far as the Eastern Conference, as far as the games tonight, I mean, you know, the Bucks Wednesday regain home court advantage, and I gotta tell you, this I hope I'm gonna root for the Boston Celtics tonight, because I hope we get a Game 7 on Sunday. I hope we get a Game 7 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. This has been a really great series so far. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of tensions between the two ball clubs, between the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks, and and I like the fight that the Boston Celtics has shown. And they have the Celtics is going to be a real tough team, and I think this. I hope we get I think either one, we're going to have a good Eastern Conference. We're going to have a great conference finals matchup, and I think either one of them could give the Heat fits. I think they got the depth for it. I think the Bucks. I think in my opinion, I think the Bucks is going to be more of a handful than the Miami Heat, because let's keep in mind, last year the Milwaukee Bucks again swept the Miami Heat in the first round, so we have to take that in consideration. And this is and I believe this is the same. This is even though the Heat made some changes, the Heat still pretty much the same team. But the Milwaukee Bucks have more firepower. Grayson Allen is a who could shoot from three. Is deadly from the three. Jrue Holiday Michael Porter's Jr. And guys who could really be very very scary, really scary. So, and the Celtics have the number one. Still have the Celtics have the number one defense in the NBA overall. I mean, so it could be either one of these clubs could give the Miami Heat fits, as I pointed out. It really going to be a fascinating. Either way, it's going to be a fascinating Eastern Conference Finals. As far as the West, and also going back to the Western Conference, let's go to the Western Conference for a second between the Golden State and the Memphis Grizzlies. Man, what a borderline ass whooping. Borderline. That was a Wednesday. That was a borderline ass whooping the Memphis Grizzlies have come. What a way to answer after losing game 4, and to come back in game 5 and say we're going to San Francisco, even if I have to drag you behind and beat you up by 50 or more points by halftime. Damn, this is the worst I have ever seen this Golden State Warriors team I've ever seen. They look atrocious. And they did this without John Morant. John Morant didn't even play in the game. And Memphis just put on a clinic from the second quarter to the end of the game. And what I like about the Memphis Grizzlies at that year, they didn't stop putting their feet on the gas until the game was over. Because we know how much, even though Golden State could come back just like that, just blew them out like that. If they could do an encore, and this, even though it's not gonna be easy in San Francisco, I could see the Memphis Grizzlies force a decisive Game 7. So it's possible. In the NBA we could see multiple Game 7s. In this series, I really do. So that's the story here with the NBA when the NBA playoffs now. As far as baseball, let's spend a little time on baseball for a second. As the Mets won, and the Mets continue to win their ninth series they won in a row yesterday, and they come back home to host the Seattle Mariners. Well, most likely is. And Max Scherzer is pitching tonight. Already have 49 strikeouts. 49 strikeouts. His ERA, he's 4-1 when Max Scherzer his earn around average is ridiculous. 292. Man. Give the Mets credit, man. Give the Mets credit. And give the owner credit. This Mets team look legit. They really look legit. But the only thing I gotta say, can we continue this once the All-Star break is over? Because as a Mets fan, I've seen this story before. We played so well in the first half, and by the All-Star game and by the All-Star break, they start to sink. I think this is something. I think this is going to be a special year this year. We already have a combined no-hitter. So what? You know what? So what? It took 5 pitches to get a no-hitter. So what? It's a no-hitter. It's a no-hitter. And for Noah Syndergaard to say on his tweet when I forgot the pitcher name who took the pitcher from the Angels who had a no-hitter, to have the nerve to say, oh, this is what a no-hitter. That's what a no-hitter is. This is what a no-hitter is supposed to be. I'm like, no, Syndergaard, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You're not that good. You're not that good of a pitcher, and honestly, you proved it. You proved it. How about help your team help get your team in a winning position? That's why you're no longer with the Mets no more. So, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. So, the Mets will face the Mariners, and the Yankees will continue their series against the White Sox as the Bronx Bomb. The Yankees and the Mets are the Yankees. Man, the Yankees have the best record in. It's hard to say. It's hard to believe the Yankees have the best record in baseball right now as we speak. And the Yankees just obliterated the Chicago White Sox by the score of 16-7, and let's see if they continue this run. And let's see if they continue this run in New York. Because summertime is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So both New York teams are doing great. This Subway Series is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It is gonna be fun. And finally, the New York Rangers look to force a Game 7 after winning Game 5 to keep their season alive. Let's see if they go to. Let's see if they go to. Let's see if they force a decisive Game 7 at home. So. And go to Pittsburgh, or Pittsburgh most likely going to wrap up the series, and the Hurricanes forced a Game 7 against the Toronto Maple Leafs on the NHL playoffs So a lot of things is happening, and before I go, how about that run of the Kentucky Derby? I didn't watch it, but Rich Strike did the most unthinkable in Kentucky Derby history. The horse that looked like he wasn't going to win just came out of nowhere. And win the Kentucky Derby. Was Scratch came back and won the Kentucky Derby. And if I would have saw it on television, I wouldn't believe my eyes, and I still couldn't believe it to this day. He gave us a Kentucky Derby to watch. And with that is going to do it for Drew Mania Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to this episode again, please go to Spreaker.com, type the keyword Andrew L. Perry, and also, and wherever you listen to your podcast, please you can listen to it on Drew. You can listen to wherever you listen to your podcast. And if you're going to watch it, you can watch my episodes on YouTube, or go to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Like, and share with your friends and your neighbors. Even all you sports fans, if you like my channel, please like and subscribe my show. Like my show. Until next time, this is Andrew Perry, always saying to you, shalom, let peace go with you, and I'll talk to you in the next Drew Mania Live. So long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.